My name is Ketiwe Mbata, and today I'll be telling you about the two reading theories. The one theory that we have is the Behaviorist Theory, which is the bottom-up approach. And then we have the Psycholinguistic Theory, which is the top-down approach. Let's start by explaining the Behaviorist Theory. The Behaviorist Theory regards reading as a complicated skill made up of sub-skills. For this reason, a reading readiness program is implemented before the learner is allowed to read. Furthermore, this theory assumes that reading is a combination of detached skills. The reader must master the mechanical and technical aspects of written language before attention can be paid to the comprehension and understanding. They emphasize the sound of the word and the development of sight vocabulary, words which learners recognize by sight. Now let's see how you can use the behaviorist approach in the classroom context. Let's use this worksheet as an example. In this worksheet, you can clearly see that the teacher is trying to teach the learners letter recognition and letter sounds. In this worksheet, the teacher is trying to teach the letter A and how to write the letter A. Now, let's look at the psycholinguistic theory, the top-down approach. Now, this approach regards learning as a holistic process. In contrast to the behaviorist theory, this theory suggests that a reader aims and determines what they read and how they read. The process does not comprise of fragmented sub-skills, but is rather a meaningful whole. Attaching meaning to and understanding text are the foundations of reading. Reading readiness in this context is seen as the immediate introduction and exposure to books. Learners play with books and discover that written text has meaning. Learners' own sentences written down by the teacher are often the first texts that are read by the learner. Now, how can you implement the psycholinguistic theory in the classroom? During a story time, you as a teacher would have your storybook, of course, which could be an A3 model or an A2 model with big illustrations. Now, to teach your lesson further, you can use learning and teaching materials, which are inanimate and inanimate objects, or they could include human or non-human resources, which could help the teacher achieve the desired learning objectives. A balanced approach is therefore known as the most important and the most desired approach. It involves different reading and teaching methods and strategies depending on the specific learner's needs and progress. A teacher makes thoughtful decisions each day on the best way to help each learner become a better reader and writer. It enables a teacher to reflect on her own teaching methods. And lastly, it provides a broad repertoire of strategies and a sound understanding of her children. A good example of the balanced approach is to incorporate the top-down and the bottom-up approaches. Now, during a story time, the teacher can read the story to the children, which is the top-down approach, and also have flashcards, which is the bottom-up approach. Now, in her flashcards, she could have letter recognitions, letter sounds, diphthongs, diagraphs, furthermore. It is very important that the teachers take note of these approaches. The teachers are, of course, encouraged to use a balanced approach, but it is up to the teacher to choose which approach they really want to use on their learners. Now, every learner is different. Some learners are visual learners, some learners are oral, some are kinesthetic, some are physical. So you as the teacher have to decide which approach would be most appropriate for my classroom. On that note, thank you for watching the video and I hope you did learn a lot. Thank you.